Love him or hate him, Kyle Busch remains one of the most extraordinary talents NASCAR has ever produced. With an astonishing 234 victories across NASCAR's 3 national series, including 63 Cup Series wins, Busch has built a record that many insiders believe may never be broken. While debates continue over where he ranks among the sport's all-time greats, one thing is impossible to deny. Few drivers have combined raw speed, aggression, and versatility quite like Rowdy throughout his remarkable career. Busch's rise to stardom began almost immediately. Surrounded by NASCAR royalty at Hendrick Motorsports, including Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson, the young driver refused to be intimidated. In just his 31st Cup Series start, Busch stormed from 25th on the grid to claim his first career victory. At the time, he became the youngest winner in Cup Series history, announcing to the racing world that a new superstar had arrived. What made the victory even more impressive was the fearless style with which he took on and defeated some of the biggest names in the sport. Yet it wasn't just winning that made Busch a fan fascination, it was the way he did it. Few moments capture his personality better than his famous Bristol victory in NASCAR's controversial Car of Tomorrow era. After surviving a thrilling battle and winning a dramatic photo finish, Busch climbed from the car and immediately blasted the machine he had just driven to victory lane. While most drivers would have celebrated diplomatically, Busch delivered the brutally honest comments that would become his trademark. The moment instantly became part of NASCAR folklore and cemented his reputation as one of the sport's most outspoken stars. His move to Joe Gibbs Racing in 2008 only accelerated the legend. Toyota was still fighting for credibility in NASCAR, and critics questioned whether the manufacturer could compete with the established powerhouses. Busch answered those doubts almost instantly. Just 4 races into his tenure with JGR, he delivered Toyota's breakthrough victory in dominant fashion, leading 173 laps and leaving rivals trailing in his wake. Looking back, many now view that win as the beginning of Toyota's transformation into a NASCAR powerhouse. Perhaps the most unbelievable chapters of Busch's career came at Bristol, where he accomplished something no other driver has ever matched. Twice, once in 2010 and again in 2017, he completed the nearly impossible weekend sweep by winning the Truck Series race, the O'Reilly Series race, and the Cup Series race all in the same weekend. It wasn't merely winning, it was total domination. While other drivers struggled just to survive the grueling schedule, Busch seemed to grow stronger with every lap, turning one of NASCAR's toughest weekends into his personal showcase. But even among all those victories, some fans still point to his breathtaking Clash triumph as the ultimate display of pure driving talent. Shane Van Gisbergen is no longer just a road course specialist, he is rapidly becoming one of the most fascinating stories in NASCAR. The former supercar superstar delivered another eye-opening performance at North Wilkesboro Speedway, proving once again that his oval racing learning curve is moving at a pace that few believed possible. What began as an ambitious transition from Australia to NASCAR is now evolving into a legitimate threat to some of the sport's biggest names, and the rest of the garage is starting to take notice. The statistics from North Wilkesboro were impossible to ignore. Van Gisbergen led 49 laps, shattering his previous career best mark of 12 laps led on an oval. Even more impressive, he spent more laps inside the top 10 than any other driver in the field. For long stretches of the race, the Trackhouse Racing driver looked like a veteran short track ace, rather than someone still learning the nuances of oval competition. Every lap he led only added fuel to the growing belief that SVG's breakthrough oval victory may be closer than anyone expected. Perhaps the most talked about moment came when Van Gisbergen charged past Denny Hamlin on a Stage 1 restart to seize the lead. As the New Zealander suddenly found himself at the front of the field, his radio transmission instantly became one of the highlights of the weekend. The lighthearted comment showcased a driver who was not only competing against NASCAR's elite, but enjoying every second of it. Fans quickly embraced the moment, turning it into one of the most viral clips from the race weekend. The drama intensified later in the stage when Ty Gibbs stormed around the outside and stole the stage victory on the final lap. Van Gisbergen's frustrated but honest radio response immediately resonated with fans who could hear both the disappointment and determination in his voice. Yet instead of fading away, SVG responded exactly like a future contender would by taking the lead again on the Stage 2 restart, this time muscling past eventual race winner Joey Logano. It was another powerful statement that his speed on ovals is becoming impossible to dismiss. The performance reportedly caught the attention of NASCAR legends and analysts alike. Dale Earnhardt Jr., who has frequently praised drivers willing to challenge themselves in new disciplines, was among those impressed by Van Gisbergen's continued development. Discussions surrounding SVG's progress exploded across NASCAR circles, with many observers noting that the learning process that was supposed to take years appears to be happening in a matter of months. Some even began asking a question that seemed unthinkable not long ago: how long before Van Gisbergen becomes a weekly oval contender? Now, as NASCAR heads to the iconic Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the Brickyard 400, the intrigue surrounding Van Gisbergen has reached another level. Joey Logano sent a thunderous message to the rest of the NASCAR Cup Series on Sunday, delivering one of the most dominant performances of the 2026 season at North Wilkesboro Speedway. In NASCAR's first points-paying Cup race at the historic short track in 3 decades, the Team Penske star completely controlled the event, leading an astonishing 323 of 450 laps. The victory not only marked his first trip to victory lane this season, but also shattered his own career record for laps led in a single race, instantly transforming him from a playoff outsider into a serious championship threat. What made the win even more dramatic was the relentless pressure applied by Denny Hamlin in the closing laps. The Joe Gibbs Racing veteran threw everything he had at Logano, searching for any opportunity to challenge the number 22 Ford. Yet every attack was answered. Every restart, every corner, and every strategic move seemed to favor Logano, who drove with the confidence of a driver determined to remind the NASCAR world exactly why he remains one of the sport's biggest stars. By the time the checkered flag waved, Hamlin was left chasing shadows, while Logano celebrated career win number 38. The victory immediately ignited debate throughout the NASCAR community. After months of inconsistent results and growing questions about Team Penske's competitiveness, Logano suddenly looked unstoppable. Fans who had counted him out of the championship conversation were forced to reconsider. Social media erupted with speculation about whether North Wilkesboro was merely a breakthrough moment or the beginning of a terrifying late-season surge that could completely reshape the playoff picture. Adding even more intrigue to the race was the impressive performance of Shane Van Gisbergen. The Trackhouse racing driver briefly stole the spotlight when he surged to the lead and recorded the best oval performance of his NASCAR career. His now viral radio message playfully asking his team what he should do after taking the lead quickly became one of the most talked about moments of the event. Meanwhile, Chase Briscoe, Ty Gibbs, Bubba Wallace, and Todd Gilliland all delivered strong finishes. The reaction from NASCAR legends was equally intense. Several former drivers and analysts praised Logano's masterclass in race management, describing it as the type of performance that separates champions from contenders. Some even compared the display to the dominant short-track victories produced by NASCAR's greatest stars of previous generations. Others warned the rest of the field that a confident Joey Logano is often at his most dangerous. Now, the biggest question facing NASCAR is simple: was this a one-race explosion, or has Joey Logano officially awakened? His rivals suddenly have reason to worry. The driver who spent much of the season fighting criticism is now back in victory lane, back above the playoff cut line, and back in the championship conversation.